Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jason Kenya channel. Today I'm bringing you another tutorial on education, showing you how to build a feature-packed school website with school management capabilities. And the best part is all of this is going to be for free using WordPress and a school management plugin called WP School Press. So whether you're a school administrator or someone passionate about education or a teacher looking to expand your online reach, this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through the entire process step by step so you can have a professional and functional school website up and running in no time. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss out on my latest tutorials, and leave a like if this video helps you. And let me take you to the website first things first. So looking on it, we have a top bar here with the school's phone number and then the school's email, and I named the school Jason School with the nice leaf logo. Then we have the page links or the menu, home, about, contact, gallery, and then the dashboard. And the first block is basically an image. As you can see, our menu is transparent. So the first block is an image with a heading, a little bit of text, and a button, and then some 3 features on the the blog. And then the second is like an about block saying welcome to the school, so a heading, some dummy text, a picture, and then mission, vision, focus, so icon boxes, right? And then we have this block with a parallax image or a fixed image at the back. That means the image doesn't move when you are scrolling. And we have a title on it, a divider, some text, and then 2 buttons. And then over here we have a heading over here and some icon boxes which are saying what they offer for your children. So here we have what makes us different from others, or a heading, and then some image boxes with these cool images which I'm going to show you how to get in this video. And over here we have a blog which shows some of the teachers. So Amanda Smith, Jason King, and Olivia Hayden. So after this blog, then we have here which says call now to enroll your child, then a button that links you to the contact page. Then here we have a heading and then some counters. If I was to refresh the page right now, you see that they'll move from 0 to numbers where they are right now. And you can change the text maybe from happy parents or successful kids to any other thing that suits you. And then over here we have a gallery or some images, and then we have our footer with our school name and some description, a button, some page links, a map, and then contact info. So now let's go back to the next page, which is the about page. So over on the about page, we have an image at the back, and then we have this welcome to blog, very similar to what we had on the home page. And then over here we have the corner to enroll your child, same to what we have on the home page. Then we have meet our team. So this is, maybe you can make this a principal, headmaster, and maybe I don't know, headmistress or something, assistant head. And then we have the same image box that we had on the home page. So let's move over to the contact page. And over on the contact us page, we have an image at the back with contact us written on it. Then we have a map, and then a form, some contact info, a little appreciation speech for the teachers, and then a footer. If you want to learn how to build a contact form like this, or a beautiful form which allows you to send and receive emails on websites, I have a video about that on my channel over here, so don't forget to check that out. And let's go back to it. So this is the contact page, and then let's go over to the gallery. So over on the gallery page, we have a image at the background with our gallery, then gallery over here, some dummy text, and then categories for all, classroom, graduation. So if I go to all, it shows all the image. Classroom shows the images categorized under the classroom, and graduation shows the image categorized under the graduation. Then we have a contact us button. So I'm going to show you how to create all of this in this video. So over on the dashboard is where the whole school management thing starts. So the school management plugin that we'll be using in this video is called the WP School Press. That's the plugin that we'll be using. So if you want to transform your school's online presence, you can use the WP School Press. It's the ultimate solution for seamless school management within WordPress, and it's a powerful plugin which empowers educators, administrators, and institutions to create a dynamic and interactive digital learning environment. Over here, teachers can log in, parents can log in, and students can even log in as well. So when teachers log in, there are some things that they'll see, or there are some things that when teachers log in they'll see, that when parents log in they'll not see, or when students log in they'll not see. Some things that teachers can do that when parents log in they can't do. So for example, let's say I'm a teacher. If I log in, I'll be able to update and delete student information, add and update student marks, send email notifications to all users, update parent information, add and update class events, and manage subjects, attendance, exams, and classes. If I was, let's say, maybe a parent and I logged in, I'll be able to view a teacher's profile, view some subject details, view marks and attendance, view class routines, view school transportations, view school events and calendars, and send feedback message to the administration or to the teachers. If I was a student and I logged in, I can view a teacher's profile, I can view student marks and other comments. I can view students class routine, I can view school transportation and routes, I can view calendar events, I can send messages to teachers, see overall performance of all of the students in class, and manage my own profile. So you can create different accounts for parents, different accounts for teachers, and for the children as well, or the students as well. You have to give them these informations, maybe their username and password, to allow them to log in. You as the administrator, when you log in, you'll be able to control everything and do everything. Your the things you can do on the management platform are limitless as compared to the teachers, students, and parents, which are limited. So this is basically the website that we are going to be building today. Before we get into the building, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like and comment, and also share the video to your friends. And without wasting any time, let's get started. So I always go through this in all the videos that I do. Whenever I come to start building a website, there are some things that you are going to need. 1, a computer. 2, an internet connection. 3, a domain, maybe your schoolname.com. You are going to need a hosting platform like HostingJar, Bluehost, or SiteGround. And after that, you're also going to need a fresh WordPress installation. So I forgot to mention this. When I click dashboard right now, it's going to take me over here where I can log in as the administrator and enter the WP School Press or the school management dashboard. I can, if I was a parent, I'll enter my details, it will take me in. A student, enter my details, take me in. Or a teacher, same thing is going to happen. So before we get to the building, you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, leave a like, and also comment if the video helped you. If you have any other questions, just comment below, and let's get to the building. Okay, so once you have WordPress freshly installed, it's going to look something like this on your screen. So the first thing which I want us to do is I want us to clear everything that's over here, so that to make everything look more clean and it won't look too confusing to you. So to do that, first things first, click dismiss, and then over here to clear these things, click on screen options, and then uncheck all of these boxes, and then just bring it back so that the dashboard is going to look clear. So let's make some settings. Go to settings and move to general. And the first things first is we are going to change the site title. So the site title is basically this here, Jason School. So the site title, I'm just going to type in Jason School. As you can see, it changes over here while we type. So the tagline is what's beside the Jason School, education at its best. So the tagline is what you see beside it. So let me just type it in, education at its best. Now let me scroll down. For the time zone, choose your local time zone. So I'm in Africa, in Ghana, in Accra, so I'll choose Accra. And then over here, the week starts on Sunday, so I'll save changes. We are done with the general settings. Now go over to permalinks. When we are permalinks, change the custom structure to post name. Why are you doing this? Let's say I go to all pages, right? And then let's say sample page. I click, I view it in a new tab. If I don't change the permalink structure to post name, this was going to look like. But when you change it to post name, it's going to use the name that you gave the page to form the link. So if I refresh right now, it's going to be /sample page. So let me refresh. Hold on, I didn't save changes. Let me save changes here. Now if I go back and refresh, it's going to be /sample page, and that's how we want it. So now that we have this set up, go to appearance and go to themes. Let's get a theme. A theme is what's going to decide how our website looks like and what's going to structure everything for our website to look beautiful. So we have these two unnecessary themes which we don't need, so let's get rid of them. I'll click on this one and click delete, click OK. That's how you delete a theme. Just click on it, click delete, and click OK, and automatically the theme goes. So we are only going to leave one. Then over here, click on add new theme, and the theme we are going to be using in this video is Blotsky. So let me just search for Blotsky over here, and this is the theme. So I'll just click install, and then once it's done, I'll just click activate. And now we have Blotsky installed. So once you install the Blotsky theme, they're going to bring you this message thanking you for installing it, and they are going to ask you to install Blotsky companion. And most themes have this. They have this little companion that you need to install once you install the theme. For example, Ocean WP has Ocean Extra, and they allow you to use the theme more. They allow you to make the theme do what you want, make it more flexible, etc. So let me click install Blotsky companion, and now it has installed and activated the Blotsky companion for us. So now that we have our theme, let's go and get our plugins. Go to plugins, click on install plugins, and then select these two, and we don't need them, so I'm just going to click on bulk actions and then click on delete, and then delete the plugins. That's how you delete plugins on WordPress. So here, let me just click on add new plugin, and let's install the plugins. So if I go over here, the first plugin which we are going to be installing is Elementor. That's the page builder that we'll be using in this website here. So let me just search for Elementor, and this is the free version. We're not using any pro features in this video, so you don't have to worry. I'll just click install now, and then right by Elementor, you're going to see premium add-ons for Elementor, another plugin which you'll be using. So just click install now. Then over here, Elementor header and footer builder, we need that as well. So I'll just click install now. Then over here, Elements Kit Elementor add-ons, we'll use that as well. So just click install now. And once we have this plugin sorted out, let's get the next one. We need Met form to build our contact form, and like I said it before, I have a full video stressing on that over here. So if you're interested, just check that video out. So I'll just click install now to install Met form, and then that's basically it. So let me move over to installed plugins, and as you can see, these are all the plugins that we are going to get from the WordPress repository that we need. So let me just go to bulk actions, click activate, and then click apply, and that's how we can activate all of them at a go instead of activating them one by one. So now we are going to need some other plugins which are not on the WordPress repository. They are not here. We need to get them from the plugins website, and to get that, open a new tab, and then the first plugin which you'll be getting is a security plugin called WP Server. So to get that plugin, just go to wpserver.com. I have a full video going through the WP Server security plugin, why it's the best, settings you need to touch and not touch, and everything about the plugin. So if you're interested in that video and want to know more about it, just move over to my channel Jason Kenya, and then check out this video. Protect your website in minutes, the best free plugin. So this is it. This is the video. So over here, once we're at the WP Server website, just click download, and then over here, just click download the latest version of WP Server from our website to your computer using this link. So click on it, and then just choose your install location. So I'll save it to download and click save. And as you can see, the WP Server has just finished installing onto our computer. So let's go back to plugins and then click on add new plugin. Then click on upload plugin. Then click choose file. The reason why my WP Server you see 2 is because I already have it installed on my computer. So I'll just click the plugin, click open, and then click install now. And then once it's done, I'll click activate plugin. And now we have our security plugin ready. So the last plugin which we'll need to get is the school management plugin, which is WP School Press. And to get that plugin, just go to a new tab and type in wpschoolpress.com. So wpschoolpress.com, and then hit the enter key. And then once the website loads up, just click free download over here. and then you're going to need to type in your details. So type in your first name, last name, email, type in what you need it for, whether it's school, web agency, student, and then type in your WhatsApp number, and then type in your country, click submit, and they are going to automatically let you download the plugin. I've already done this and I already have the plugin installed on my machine, so I'll just go back, click add new plugin again, and then I will click upload plugin, click choose file. Then I'll go over to my location for the plugin. So this is a WP School Press 2.2.7. that's the latest version. So here I'll click install now, and I'll click activate plugin. And then now we have our WP School Press plugin installed on our website. As you can see, showing dashboard, messages, students, so many categories, and I'm going to show you how to go through all of them in the next portion of this video. So let's get to it. Alright, so now let's go to the WP School Press plugin. Just scroll down over here and then hover on WP School Press and click on dashboard. Click on dashboard. Now this is what it's going to look like when it loads up. You're going to see your user name, you're going to see your dashboard, and you're going to see the number of students, teachers, parents, classes, and then over here, you're going to see the calendar, right? So we don't have any students, we don't have any teachers, any parents or classes or anything like that. So as you can see, it's showing 0000. So the first thing I want us to do is let's go to general settings and go to settings. And then over here, you can enter the name of your school in the WP School Press School Management. So let's say you have a logo for your school. You can put that over here. So let me just change the school name to Jason School, and I'm going to enter any random numbers that I came up with. And then let's say the school's email address. I'll do it info@jasonschool.com, and you can enter your address, the school's address. So here it's in Ghana, Tema, let's say community 5, something like this. Then the city, Tema, state, Greater Accra, country, select the country that you're in. So I'm going to select Ghana because that's where I am right now. So I select Ghana over here. This is not necessary, but if you have, you can enter it. Marks type, you can leave that as number. Here you can enter your day format, and if you have a website for your school, which you clearly do because you can't install it without that, just copy your website link and then paste it over here. And then this is basically how you set up the WP School Press. That's the first step, changing the data for your school. SMS is a premium add-on which is also a notification feature. I'm going to show you more about it in just a second. And licensing is also about more premium add-ons that you can buy. So now let's go back to the dashboard. Now the first thing that we are going to do is we have to create a class. So hover on classes and click on classes here, and then here just click create new, and then the class name we are going to name it, let's say grade 1 Michael. The class number will make it let's say 15, maybe it's the 15th class when you're counting the school. Class capacity, you can take let's say 40 students. Select teacher. We've not created any teacher yet, so we can't add any teacher in charge of the grade 1 Michael class right now. So the class is starting on, let's say maybe the whole term begins on December 4th. So let's say December 4th, right? And the class ends on, let's say maybe January 17th. So you can select the dates that you have, and let's say the class location, say it's on the first floor, the second floor. So I can make mine first floor, something like this. And then the class type, we don't have any class fees because it's a school, so it's free. The fee will be the school fees, and that's paid with other means. So yeah, I'll just click submit, and as you can see, we have created our first class. So we have it here, grade 1 Michael. If you wanted to create another class, just click create new and go to the same steps. So the next thing which you're going to create is a teacher. Click on teachers, then click on create new over here. And then over here, we are going to change the gender to whatever teacher that you are entering. So let's say I'm entering a female teacher, so I'll click female. And for the first name, enter any name. If she has a middle name, enter it as well, or a last name, enter it as well. So she has a first name and a last name. And then you can enter their date of birth here. So let's say she was born in 1985. I'll click this, click on the year, and click on this to move. Yeah, I'll find 1985. Let's say she was born on June 6th, right? And you can select the blood group that they have. So in this case it's just a dummy teacher, so I'll just select anyone. And the qualification, let's say master's degree, right, teacher over here. So now let's go back to classes real quick. Go to classes, and now that we've created a teacher, we can put her in charge of this class. So if I click that green pencil edit right now, so the class teacher over here, select teacher, I can select Doc as a query and click update, and as you can see we have a teacher handling this class. So if I go back to teachers, I forgot to show you how to add an image for the teacher. So let me click on the edit button, and then over here if I click this, I can just choose maybe any image for the teacher. So let's say this one, right? So I'll select and click open. Hold on, let me use this one rather. As you can see, we've gotten the image in, so I'll just click update, and now we have our teacher's profile ready. So now that we are done creating a teacher, we should create a student next. So move over to students, and then here click create new. And when you're at the student section, let's say it's a male, right? So the student's first name is Jason, the last name is King, and I'll use my name, and let's say the birthday. So let me select the year, so 2008 November, and then 20th. And then blood group, let me select any blood group, and then current. Now here you can create parents over here, or while you are creating the student, you can also create their parent at the bottom, right? So let's say the parents are using the father, so male, first name Ambrose, last name this name, and if they have a middle name you can enter that as well. Let's see the username. Remember, this is also very important, because when the parents wants to log in, this is the username and password that they use. Whenever you type it, make sure to send it to the parent or to remember it for them. So let me just type in a random password for him, and then let me just confirm the password. Select any blood group if you have, or it's not actually compulsory. So now let's add the email address, the phone number, the education, and then the profession. And then you can add an image for the student in case you want to change that. So let's say this is the student, and then let's add in one for the parent as well. Hold on, let me go and find an image for the, okay, cool. So let's say this is the parents. The pictures kind of take a while to load, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's add the parents. Let's say this one. So I'll click open, and it's going to add very soon. So now that we are done with the parent and then the student, you have to come over here to the account information. Over here is where you create, as you can see, we already did that, the username and password for the parents, but we must also do it for the students, because like I said, students can also log in. The joining date, let's say this student joined somewhere 2009, so let's say 2009 in July 9th somewhere, and then let's say he's in grade 1 Michael. So once you've created many students and you've created the classes as well, at the school details you can select their class. So let's say he's in grade 1 Michael, right? And the roll number, let's see, let me give me a random number like 731. So here I'll click submit, and as you can see, we've successfully created our first student. So after the students have been created, the next thing we should create is subjects, right? So to create, hold on, this is not important. So to create subjects, click on classes and then click on subjects. And then to create a new subject, just click create new, and then select the class, so grade 1 Michael, right? And then the subject name, the first one will be mathematics, and the subject code will be math, and we can make the teacher. So if you have different subject teachers or lesson teachers and you've created them, you can choose different subjects for all of these, different subject teachers for all of these subjects. So let's say the textbook or the book name will be mathematics textbook. So the subject name, let's say geography is the second one, so subject code will be geo. Let's select the same teacher, and then geography textbook. And then let's say the third subject should be French, so the subject code will be FRE. Select the teacher, and then maybe French textbook. The fourth subject can be computing, maybe computing, and then the subject code will be ICT. So the teacher, the same teacher, and then the book name, maybe you can make it computing textbook. I hope you are getting what we are doing here. Hold on, sorry, computing. And then the last subject can be maybe social studies or citizenship, and then the subject code will be SSO, and then the teacher, we can select the same teacher, and then the book name will be Social Studies Textbook. Right, so now that that's done, we can go over here and then click submit. But because of the timetable that we are going to be creating in this video, we need to add one more subject. So I'll just click create new to add the last one. So let's add in the last subject. Select class, and then the last subject will be maybe let's see, English. So English, subject code will be ENG, and then the teacher will be the same teacher that I've been using all this while. So, and then the book name will be, let's say, English textbook, right? So I'll just type in textbook, then I'll scroll down and then click submit, and as you can see, data saves successfully. So we have created the last subject that we need. So now that we've created our subject, you will think that okay, now we need a timetable to group all these subjects, right? To do that, we have to create working hours. So go to general settings and go to working hours, and I'm going to be creating the working hours based on how it was like at my school. So the class hour, let's say subject 1, the first subject is from, let's see, the first subject will be from 8. So 8 o'clock is when the lesson begins, and then let's say the lesson ends at 9. So we are going to set this to 9, and then set this to 00, and set it to teaching, and then click add hour. So that's for the first subject. So now let's create another subject called subject 2, class hour name subject 2, right? We are going to make it start from this time. The second subject in my school started from 9 to 10, I think. So we are going to make this 10 o'clock and make it teaching, and then click on add hour. Then we had our first break, which was called our snack break. So I'm going to name this snack break, and then that was from 10 o'clock to 10:20, and then it ended, sorry, that was from 10 o'clock, let me make this to 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock to 10:20, so 10:20. Then I'll make the type break, then I'll click add hour. So now we have a snack break, right? So now we had another subject after snack break, that will be subject let's make it subject 3, and that will be from 10:20 to 11:20. So from 10:20 to 11:20, sorry, and that was a teaching hour. So the next subject will be subject 4, right? So subject 4, and that will be from 11:20 to 12:20. So set this to 11:20. Then we are going to make the 12:20. So let me set it to 12:20, and that was also for teaching. So now that we have the subject 4, we had another break after our fourth subject called the lunch break. So I'm going to type in lunch break here, and that was from 12:20 to 1 o'clock. So 12:20 to 1 o'clock. Let me set that to 13:00. So to 1 o'clock, and that was, so I'm going to set this to break. That was our lunch break. Then we had 2 more subjects before we close. So we'll make the next subject subject 5, and then that was from 1 o'clock to 2. That was from 1 o'clock to 2. So I'll set this to 2. That's 14:00, and that was our 5th subject. Now I'll come to add in our last subject, which was subject 6, subject 6, right? So that was from 2 to, I think, 3. So I'm going to set this to 14 and set this to 00, and then set this to 15, and then set this to 00, and then click add hour. So now, as you can see, we have been able to add in all of the subjects and all of the break times. So as you can see, it's 8 out of 8 entries. So you need to keep the number of everything, all the subjects plus the breaks. We have 6 subjects and then 2 breaks, making 8. So you have to keep that number in your head. So once you've created the working hours, then you can now create a timetable. So let me show you how to do that. Click classes and click timetable. And then over on timetable, just click on create new, and then select a class. So I'll choose the grade 1 micro, and new template, We are going to make the number of sessions 8. That's the number I wanted you to keep in your head. We are going to make it 8. Now the session 1, 8 to 9 is alright. Session 2, 9 to 10. Session 3, 10 to 10, 20. Session 4, 10, 20 to 11, 20. Session 5, 11, 20 to 12, 20. Session 6, 12, 20 to 1. Session 7, 1 to 2. Session 8, 2 to 3. That's how we want it. So now, as you can see, a cool timetable has now been structured for us to just drag in a subject inside. So you can shuffle them anyhow you like. Let's say let me put all the subjects here. Hold on, sorry. I'll drag French, maybe drag social studies somewhere here, right? And then I'll maybe do a reverse of it over here. English to the bottom. Then let me start with French. So now, according to what your school does, just drag in the subjects to the bottom, and then you'll be able to create a timetable for, all the days. Just drag what your school does, particularly on each day, and then create a subject, create a time, create a working hours, then just drag in what your school does on all the days, and you're able to create a timetable. That's how it works basically. So let me just go ahead and create this timetable for you to see. Just dragging the subject to the designated time zones that you want them to be in. That's basically, that's all you have to do. That's basically how it works. So hold on, last one here will be mathematics and geography. So here, then now that it's saved, we can just go back to the timetable section. It automatically saves, so you don't have to worry. And if I select grade 1 Michael right now, as you can see, they've brought us the timetable for the class. It seems I forgot to fill this part, but like that's just basically the concept. That's how we are going to be able to create the timetable. So the next thing we should do is I have to show you how to create exams. So let me click on exams, and over here this section shows all the exams that you have. As you can see, we've not created any exams yet, so I'll just click on create new. And then the class, I'll select grade 1 Michael. Then the exam name, let's call it, let's say, end of term examination, right? Then the exam start date, let's make it the day that they resume. And the exam end date, let's make it like 19th December. And then if you want specific subjects, you can select for geography and French, or you can select for only geography. But in this case, we want all the subjects, so I'll just select all, and then here I'll click submit. And then now, as you can see, we have our first examination created, end of term. So after that, after you created your examination, you as a teacher, you can enter marks, and then you can enter mark for the subject marks field. Now let me show you what the subject marks field are. Normally, some exams we have section A and section B, part A, part B, things like that. We have the objectives and we have the practicals, right? So you can also create that here. But to create subject marks field, just click on create new, select a class, select the subject. So let's say mathematics, right? So the first field will be, let's say, objectives, and I click submit. And let's say I want to create another one called subjectives, so I'll just click create new, same fashion, select the class, select the subject, and then the field, maybe I'll type in subjectives and then click submit. And then as you can see, now we have the mark fields for both objectives and subjectives. So if I go to classes and I go to marks right now, let's say I'm a teacher and I wanted to enter the marks, right? If I click grade 1 Michael, I select this exam, and let's say the subject is maths, and I click add updates. The student is Jason Kenya. So no matter how many students that you've created for a particular class, when you do it like this, all the students are going to show up here. If you had more students, they'll show up. So let's say the marks, let's say you got 95 out of 100. Yes, because I was so smart back in school. The remarks were very good, or you can make it average or credit or distinguished or something. Let's say the objectives, I don't know, let's say you got 40, right? And then the subjectives, let's say maybe 55, and then let me click save marks. So let me just close it. Now if you select grade 1 Michael and you click view marks, you are going to see that Jason Kenya was here. He had 95, he had objectives 40, subjective 55, and the remarks was very good. So that's how you can create an exam and enter the marks for it. So now I'm going to show you the attendance. Let's go to attendance, click on student attendance. So I can select a class, right? So I'll just click here, click on the class that we created, grade 1 Michael. Then we have to select the date, and the date should be when the term starts. So that'll be December 4th. And I'll just click on add update. And then over here, if that day, let's see, maybe the student is absent, right? Sorry, I already entered some attendance earlier, that's why it says this. So I'll just maybe select absent, and the reason, let's say maybe he had a stomach ache, right? So I'll just click submit. And it brings a success message. So now that's done, as you can see, Jason Kenya absent stomachache. So if the other days you want to enter some more attendance, just select the next day, and if you was present, just select all present, click submit, and it will show at the bottom. And that's how you create it for the student attendance. So now let's do the teachers attendance. I'll move over to teachers attendance, and the only teacher which we have is Dr. Sakwe, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the day the term starts, right? So I can click add right now, and then as you can see, we have the teacher here. So if she's absent, I'll just select absent and then type in the reason, and then it's going to pop up. But if she's present, I can just select all present and click on submit, and then just like that, her name should pop up somewhere. So as you can see, her name is here, her code, her attendance, and there doesn't have to be any comments. So that's how you add in the teacher's attendance. So now that we've gone through all the attendance settings, the next thing we need to go through is how to add events, right? How to add events. So I'll just click on events right now, and then if you wanted to add an event for any day, so let's say I wanted to add an event for, hold on, let me go to December 2023. Let's say maybe the 13th of December, right? So let's say the start time will be 8 and the end time will be maybe 4, right? So the title is, let's say, an excursion. Let's say it's an excursion. So excursion over here, and then description, let's say let's just type in some, maybe come and join us to the zoo or something like this. So maybe this is the description, right? And you can decide whether to show it to only the teachers or show it to everybody who logs in. So if I click save right now, if I go to December, as you can see, the excursion date is highlighted. So if I click on it, as you can see, we have the starts, the end, and the times, and then we have the description. Sorry about the typing error. So as you can see, this is how you can create events. So if you wanted to create another event for any other day, just select the day, and then you can create the event. So now let's go to the notify section. Over here, just click on create new. And now let's see, they are going, let's make it the same excursion. So I'll click on excursion, right? And the receiver, they are going to make it all students, all parents as well, and all teachers. So now all of these people, they are going to get the notification. Now how to notify? It can be through email, or it can be through or it can be through SMS, but SMS is pro, and that was said initially when I was talking about the WP School Press. The SMS is a pro add-on which sends them the notification to SMS on their phones, but I'm not using anything pro. So I'm just going to select all here, and the description is come and join us for this exciting event, right? So something like this, and I'll just click submit, and then this is how one of the notifications is created. So now all the parents' emails that we typed in is going to be sent to them. Now the last tab which we'll be checking is the transport tab, right? So over on the transport tab, I can just click create new, and here I can create a school bus. So in case your school has one school bus or many buses, you can create the transport over here. So I'll just maybe make it school bus 1, and I'll make the vehicle number 123, and the driver name Mr. Johnson, and the driver's phone, let's select this random number, and the route fees, maybe for the bus fees is 25, and now for the vehicle route, you can maybe select, maybe you can just type in from community to 25 or whatever batch rule that you have, and then you can just click submit here. So this is also one of the tabs which when a parent or a student logs in, they are going to be able to see. So now as you can see, we have the batch routes. One last thing which I forgot to show you is the how you can change the WP School Press logo that I see over here. So to change that, just go to settings, and they are going to see their logo here. So just select this, and if you have any logo of your own, for example this one that I'm using, I'll just click open, and then I'll click save. And as you can see now, the logo is changed and everything is okay. So this is basically the roundup of the WP School Press plugin and everything. If I come back to the dashboard, let's say I move to that time and I click on 13th, okay, it doesn't show here, but as you can see, we have an exam over here, we have the students, the teachers, the parents, the classes, and then everything. So this is basically how it is. This is everything that you need to know about the WP School Press. So now let's go over to build the main website. So this was just the review of the school management plugin. So to go back, just click on the username and then click on back to WP-admin, and then we can start building the website. Okay, so to start, we have to create a home page first. So go to pages and click on all pages, and then you're going to see that there are these two pages which you don't need. So just select these two right here, and then over on bulk actions, select move to trash and click apply. I'm going to close these two pages because we don't need them again, and this one as well, and also this one. All right, so now we have just the dashboard left. So let's create a home page. On pages, click on add new page, and then just close this, and then for the page title, just type in home and move over to templates, and at the default template, select Elementor full width, click publish, and then now your home page is ready. So if you want to view our list, you can just click on view page, and it's going to take you to see your home page. So let me go back to the to this section, and I'll just click edit with Elementor because that's the page builder I'll be using to build the whole website. If you're interested in learning how to build a website in 30 minutes or how to build a standard website with no code, I have this video here, my latest video, how to create a simple website in 30 minutes, and I also have one on creating a standard website, no coding required. So if you are interested in those, just go to the channel and then check those videos out. So when Elementor loads up first time, just click continue over here, and then the page we are going to start building is this one, this home page that we see here. So now hold on, let me just clear this from here. This is basically what Elementor looks like for the first time. So I'll just click the plus button to add a new container, and then click the vertical container. Then we are going to increase the height of that container to, like, let's see, 500, 640, like this. We're going to go to style and background type, select classic, and here is where we add the background image. Just click on the plus button here, then at your media library, just click on upload files, select files, and I'm going to go to the place where I've stored all of the images. So I've stored them here. If you're interested in using all of the images that I used, this is the images raw file. I'm going to leave a link in the description leading you to my website jasonkenya.com for you to be able to download all of these images if you're interested. So to select all the images so that we don't have to upload them one by one, I'll just click on the first image, hold shift, and click on the last image, and I'll just press Ctrl to deselect this file, then I'll click open, and now it's going to upload all of my images onto the media library, as you can see. Okay, so now all the images are done, they are all uploaded, and if I go back here, you can see that this is the image that we use as the background. So that image is this one. So I'll just click select, then position, we are going to make this center, then we are going to make this no repeat, then the display size will make it cover so that it look like this. Then we'll go to background overlay, then select the background type, select classic, and then the color, we want to give it some sort of dark blue color, right? So I'm going to drag this down to the darker side. Let me see, maybe it needs to be darker than this. And let me drag this here like this, something like this. The one we have here is a little bit darker though. Okay, let me use my color picker to get the color. A color picker is like some sort of extension that many browsers have. So this is the color code for the color. I'll just select that, come back here, then I'll type in the hash, and then we've gotten our colors. So now all we have to do is increase the opacity to like 0.7 0.79, and now we have our background image. So the next thing that we have on it is this: we ensure better this heading basically. So I'll drag the heading in, and then I'm going to copy what's here. In most of my past videos, if you have your own descriptions, you can put them there, but let's say you're having trouble coming up with your own, you can just go to ChatGPT or any other AI you have and ask it to generate it for you. So what I'm going to do is, at the education, I'm just going to put a break over there. So to put a break, it's an HTML code which will make part of the text go to the bottom. So I'll just put in these signs, and then this is how you type in your break tag. So now that that's done, I'll go to the main container, go to layout, and then justify all the content to center. Then I'll go to style. Looking at this, we used open sans for the font. So I'm going to make the text color white. So I go to title, click on text color, make it white. Then the font should be open sans. So let's change that, open sans. And then let's see the size, change that to 27, too small, 35. Okay, let's increase it a little to like 39 or 40. Then let's increase the line height a little bit to 38, and now we have it looking good. So the next thing is this description, right? So I'll go back, drag in a text editor below this, and then I'll just copy the description here. I can use this, come back, select everything, and then paste it in. So now we have our description here. Let me just get rid of these spaces. Now go to style, text color. We have to make it some sort of like light ash, so something like this color. And looking here, the font is Montserrat, right? So go to typography, go to font family, and then change the color to Montserrat, something like this. And then the size of it, let's see, 15. Oh, sorry, 15. This is perfect. So now we have the second block. Now let's get our button, right? Go back, we're going to look for button, we'll drag it below this, and then inside the button there's get started. So we're going to change the text here to get started. Then we'll go to style. Looking at it, the font is Poppins. So we'll go to typography, go to font family, change this to Poppins, and then the size is okay, we don't have to change that. We'll go to the text color white, we can leave that as it is. Now for the button color, it's like this orange color that we have. So let me look for orange and then put it there, something like this, but it's a little bit lighter. So let's see, what can we do about it? Something like this color. Yes, this is a perfect color to use. So what I'm going to do, we're going to be using this color a lot more in the video. So I'll just click plus and then make a new global color called orange. I should have probably done that for the blue. So I'll click create, and now we have our color here. So let me do that for the blue as well. Remember that we use blue as an overlay color, the blue, this one here. So I'm going to copy it, and I'll click on this, and then the new global color, let's type in dark blue, and I will click create. Now we'll go back here to the button, then go to hover, and the hover color over here, the hover background color, let's make it our dark blue. So if we hover, it's going to look like this. Then we can click update, and we are basically done building our first block. So we have to build this second one to let it come up on the header or on this image with the rest of them. So to do that, I'll go back to the main elements and scroll down and click on this plus button and choose a horizontal container. Now click on this to go back to where all the elements are. Drag in a container and duplicate it twice so that we'll have 3 different containers, right? Then go back to the main element and then search for icon box. We are using the element kit icon box in this one, so we'll drag it here. And then first things first, let's change the icon. Looking here is user, so we'll search for user, and then we are going to use this one, this icon over here. So click insert. We are going to clear the description because we don't want that. Then go to read more, and then enable button, and then disable icon. Then go to settings, and then the icon position, just make it left. That's basically all we have to do here. So go to style. First things first, we are going to release this, and then we are going to set this to let's see, 22, make this 24, make this 15, and then make this 24 as well, so that it looks something like this. Then the border type, just select none. We don't want any border, and you can leave the border radius as it is. Then we'll go over to content. Then the vertical alignment, set it to top. Now the margin, let's see the margin. We have to give it a bottom. Looking at, there's some space between, all of this, so the bottom margin, you have to give it some spacing, right? So we'll go to bottom and then give it a bottom margin of 10. Okay, let's say 30. So something like this. If it's too much, we're going to reduce it as we go on. So I forgot real quick. We are going to change this towards the best industry leaders, like this. Then we'll go back to the style, and then we are going to go over to content. And I feel like we've done everything that we need to do here, but let's just reduce this a little to 25. Now the title color over here is white, so let's leave it as black for now because we've not brought it here yet. And then does it have a hover color? It does not, so we don't need to do anything for the description because there is no description, right? So the title, go to typography and then change the font family to Poppins, and then change the font size to 15. Okay, too small, let's make that 23. And then go to the line height, and then we'll increase that gradually. So hold on, to 26. Now that that's done, we're going to go over to icon, and then we have to give it some spacing, right? So let's see, left, from the left is okay. Let's see, right. So we are going to increase the right spacing to like 23. Then we'll increase the size of the icon a little to 50. Let's make it 55. And then the icon color should be orange. And yeah, I think that's all we need to do for the icon. So let's go to button. Then the button, looking here, the font is like, it's not so sans. So go to typography. Then I'm going to make this not so sans. Correct. Sorry, go back to the button. And we are going, the typography, the font family for the button should be not too sans. Let's make that not too sans, like this. Then the size 15. Okay, let's make that 14 rather. Now the button, the background type, select classic, and then make the text color orange, and then the background color should be transparent. So I'm going to make this completely transparent, like this. Now we're going to go back here. Let's increase the size a bit more to 16, and then increase the width to like 600, or let's say 700 rather. Now the button, okay, let's go back, go to the set, go to read more, and then let's change this to all capital, so it's learn more. Okay, learn more. Then we'll go back to style, and then we'll go back to the button itself, and then let's see, we have to bring the button back. So once you release the padding, the button is brought back. So it has this greater than sign, right? So to add that, we'll go back to the read more, and then we are just going to add this sign, and then it will look like this. So okay, hold on, there's a space. So let's go back to the content, go to read more, and then put a space between these two, like this. Now go back to the style, and then go to content, and then decrease the bottom margin of this. Now let's move over to the main container, and then we are just going to decrease the bottom padding till it reaches the top, right? So that's what we'll be doing now. So let's just decrease the bottom padding to let's say 100. Okay, 100 too small. Let's make it 200. Sorry, let's make that 200. So something like this, right? So now go to the main icon box again, and then at the icon box container, the background color has to be classic, and they are going to make this black but very transparent, so something like this. And then the hover color makes it completely black, so we'll click on hover and background type, then we'll make that completely black, so like this. And so when you hover, it becomes like that, sorry, completely black, like this. Now you have to go back to content and then make the color of the title white. So color, go here, we're just going to make that white, and then the hover color too should be white as well. And then we'll decrease the weight of this to, let's say, 600 looks cool. So this is how we build that block. So now we're just going to copy what's here, paste it inside here, and then paste it inside here again. Then we'll go to the main container, then we'll increase the minimum height a little bit so that there will be some spacing between what's here and what's here. And now what we have to do is change the text inside, and I've shown you how to do that. So we're just going to change here to learn courses online, and the last one is going to be admission in progress. So let's change that to admission in progress, like this. And now we are done building our first block, so just click update and let's move on to the second one, which is this one. So to build it, just click on the plus button, click on vertical container, go back here, sorry, go to this one, go to advanced and release the margin and give it a top margin of 100. Now go back and then go to the search widget and type in heading, and we are going to use this heading here, so just drag it inside here. And then we have welcome to Jason School, right? So outside of the curly brackets, we're just going to type in welcome to, then inside the brackets we are going to type in Jason School. The brackets should tell Elementor which color to change. So if you want a certain text to be in a different color, just put two curly brackets around it, and that's how it's going to work. So now let's go to we don't need to do anything here, but let's go to separator, and then we have to get rid of that because we don't want any line under it. We can leave everything the way it is. Now we'll go to style, align it to the center. Now looking over here, the font is Poppins for both, so go to title, and then we are going to change the main color to the dark blue, the color of the first title, not the focus title, to the dark blue. Then we'll increase it to make it become a little bit light, so like this color, right? So I'm going to add a new global color in and call it light blue. Then we'll click create. So now that that's there, it doesn't need to have a hover color, so we'll go to typography. We are going to make this Poppins, then the size 35, and then the weight should be 600, so like this. And then we are going to go to the focus title, and we are going to change the color to our orange. This should also be our orange as well, the hover color. They are going to the typography font family. We are going to make that Poppins, the size 35 and the weight 600, just like the first one. Now we have this ready. We should get in this description, right? So go back and then drag in a text editor below the title. So move over to the text editor, and then if you don't have any text, you can just ask ChatGPT or any other AI you have to develop it for you. But if you have, you can use that. So I'll just copy what's here. I can use what's here, right? So I'll select from here all the way to here, right click, copy, come back, select everything, and then paste it in. And then I'll go to style and I'll center align everything, and go back. The font family is Montserrat, so I'm going to change the type, go to typography, go to font family. We're going to make that Montserrat, like this. Then the size, we're going to make it 15, and the weight should be 500. Yes. Now we are going to go to the text color. Let's try and make it a little bit ash-like color, so something like this. And then when that's done, we have to create these two. So go to the main container and go to layout, and then the gaps, just release this. And yeah, now go to the text editor, go to advanced, the margin, I have to give it a negative margin so that to go closer. So negative margin of 14 will send it close to this, and okay, maybe 15 rather. or 16, and it should look like this. So now the next block, we have to create a 2 container type block. So click on the plus button and then click on this type of block. Then we'll go here, go to style and background type classic, and the image is this one over here. So in the files, this is the image, so we just select it, and then the position should be center, repeat, no repeat, and then the display size cover, and then we'll go to layout. Then we'll increase the minimum height of this, so we'll increase it to like 461. Now we have to create these icon boxes, so we'll go back here, search icon box. Wait, hold on, go back. We have to actually add in containers for the icon boxes first. So put in our first container, duplicate it, and duplicate it one last time till we get 3. Then we are going to come back and then search for the icon boxes. So search for icon box, drag this one in here. First things first, you have to change the icon, right? So the icon there is a user. Click on icon, it will bring you here and search for the user. So this is it. We'll click insert. Is it the same thing? No, it's not. It's not the same thing. Well, user. The icon used there is, okay, you know what, let's just use this icon for now. So we'll click insert, and this is our icon. Then we are going to type in our mission over here, and then for the description, we'll copy what's here and then come and paste it here. Then I'll go to style, send the icon position to the left, go to icon. Now the icon's color is orange, so I'm going to select the orange color, and then we'll decrease the size of the icon to like 29, and then decrease the spacing as well to 10. Then go to content. Now decrease the spacing of this, just make it 1, right? Then go to the color of the heading. So the color here is blue, so I'm just going to make this where's light blue, the light blue color. Then the font family is Poppins, or the font family is Poppins. So we'll go here, we'll type in Poppins, and then we're going to decrease the size to like 18. Now we should change the description. So I'm looking at it closely. I think it is it's Open Sans for the description. So we'll go to the typography for the description. We're going to make this Open Sans, right? And then the size, let's see, 15, okay, 16. Then we'll increase the weight to like 500. Okay, hold on, 400 rather. 400 was good. And does it look similar? Okay, hold on, let's go back, increase the weight to 500, and then decrease the size to 15. Perfect. So now that that's done, we're just going to right click, copy this, paste it here, and then paste it here as well. And we'll go back to this container and we'll decrease the height to match the icon boxes. So like this. Now we'll go here, go to the main website. Then we're going to just copy the icon and then the title, right? So the second one, the icon is let's see, TV. Yep, so it's a TV. We'll insert that in, and then we'll just type in our vision like this. And then the last one is our focus, right? So I'm just going to type in focus over here. Then the icon will click the icon, and then the icon name I think is search, so it's this one. We'll just insert it in, and then now if you look closely, they have these lines like separating them, like those border lines. To create those, click on this container, go to style, and then look for border, and then the border type, make it solid, and then release this and give it a bottom border of 1. Now make the border color orange and make the border type dashed, and click update. Now let's preview what it looks like. So to preview, just click on preview changes, and then this is what it's looking like now. So all we have to do is right click on the container, click copy, right click on this container, and then click paste style, and then we have that style there. So now go to this main container, and then the gaps are released already, so we are going to send the column gaps to like 15, and then we'll click update. So now when we go back here, there will be some space between what's here and what's here. So guys, we are done building the second block. Let's move on to the next, which is this block over here. Very simple block to build. So we'll go back, click on this, make this a vertical container, give it a top margin of 70. Then we'll go to style, then the background type classic. The image we'll be using, the image over there is this one, if I'm correct. Yes, it's that one. So select this image, and then the position as usual, center, repeat, no repeat, display size, cover, and then go to layout, and we are going to increase the minimum height of this block to about 500, and let's make this 540. Now go to style, and then we have to give it a background overlay. So go to background overlay, the background type, make it classic, and the color we are going to make that black, and the opacity slider, just drag it till you reach 0.79. That's where you want it to be, 0.79. That's the sweet spot if you ask me. So now that we have that, let's get in the heading. So drag a heading here, and then we are the best for your school. So we are going to paste this here for your child, sorry, and we are going to center align it. Then looking at it, the font family is Poppins. So let's just make the color white. Click on this and drag it to white, make the color white. And for the font family, click on typography, click on family, and then I'm going to make that Poppins. Now the next thing is we have to decrease the weight, so 500, okay, 600 rather, and then we are going to make the size 35. And now that that's done, select the main container, go to layout, and then at the justify content we are going to click on center. Now go back, we have a divider there, so go back here and then drag in a divider below this, and then we are going to center align the divider first off. We are going to make the width 13. Okay, let's reduce that to 9, and we are going to style, give it a weight of 2, and then give it a color. So hold on, let's decrease the this a little to 7, so we're going to make that 7. Now let's go back, and I have to get the description there. So to do that, drag in a text editor below this, and now let's going to copy the description we have here, come back and then paste it. Sorry, it's not raw text. Like I said, if you want if you don't have your text and then you want an AI to generate it for you, you can just use ChatGPT, but if you have your own, no problem. So go to style, center align this, and then we're going to make the color let's see here, is white, completely white. So this is what we want. Then we'll go to typography, font family, we are going to make that Montserrat. That's what it is. Then we'll make the size 15, and then the weight 500. So now the next thing is these two buttons. We have to get these two buttons. If you go back to the top, this button is very similar to what we have there. So what we have to do is we'll click on this, drag a container right below this. We are going to make it a horizontal container, so the direction, make it horizontal. Then we are going to right click on this button, copy it, right click here, paste. Then we are going to right click on the button and then duplicate it, and over here we have learn more. So once we hover on it, you see this is the color that comes. So we have to create the reverse over here. So I'm going to make this learn more, then we'll go to style, sorry, learn more, then we'll go to style, and then for the background type normal, we'll make that a dark blue rather. Then on hover, we are going to make it the orange. Then go back to the container and then justify all the content to the center. Now come to the main container, release the gaps first of all, and then give it a row gap of 10, like this. Perfect. Then just click update, and we are done building this block. So let's move over to the next one, this block. So to build it, click on this and then click on a vertical container. Now give it a top margin of 70, like as usual. Now I'm going to copy this heading here because it's very similar to what we have there. Then we'll paste it in. Then over here is what we offer for your child. So I'm just going to paste it in. Then we are going to go back, style. Looking closely, it's open sans, that's the font. So I'm going to go to typography and I'm going to make it open sans, that's the font. And then go back to the text color and make it our light blue. Now we have to increase the weight, so we are going to make that 700 bold, correct? Now that that's done, click on this and then click on this container type. Now go back and we have to use an icon box over here. To do that, we'll go back, search for hold on, we have to get containers inside these containers first. So drag in a container inside the main container, then we'll duplicate it till we get 3. Hold on, sorry, right click, duplicate it till we get 3. Now we can just simply delete this container, then duplicate this one to get the same structure over here, so we don't have to go through all of it again. So now we'll go back and then search for icon box, drag this one in, and then the view, change this to stacked, and then the icon, let's see, this is I think a shield, so let's search for shield. Perfect, this is it. So we'll insert it in, and then the heading is safety first, so let's change that safety first. And then the description, I'll just copy this. Most of the descriptions that you see inside, I use ChatGPT to develop them. It's such a flexible AI, so if you're having trouble coming up with your descriptions, you can use that. So we'll go to style, make the icon position left, and then we'll go to the icon. Now we have to make it the primary color should be the orange. Perfect. Now we have to decrease the size of the icon to 24. Then the padding, we have to increase that gradually to, like, let's say 12. 12 looks cool, but we have to increase the size a little. So hold on, let me see here. 29 looks good. So now that that's done, we have to let's see the spacing, we'll just decrease that a little to 10. Now we'll go to content, decrease the spacing, make it 1, and then looking closely, the font family is open sans as well. So we'll go to typography, go to the color. First things first, make it the light blue, then go to typography, go to font family, and then make it open sans like this. Then the size, let's see, 25 looks good, and then we have to change it for the description as well. So the font, the color, we have to make it ash, sort of like ash, dark ash color, so like this. And then go to typography, then go to family, and we are going to make that Montserrat. Then the size should be 15, and then the weight 500. Perfect. Let's increase the size one more to 16. This is perfect. So what we'll do is we right click, copy, right click, paste it in, right click, paste it in. Do the same for here, paste it in, right click, paste it in, right click, and then paste it in. I'm going to change all the descriptions off camera, but I've already taught you how to do that. In case you forgot, I'll go here and do it one more time. We'll go back, certified teachers is the heading here, so I can just copy it, come here, and then paste it in the title, and then we'll just copy the description here and then paste in the description. That's how you change the title and description and to change the icon, go to icon, and then just type in the icon that I want to use or search for it. So here we want to use a user icon, right? So let me just let's see, this one, this is the perfect icon. I wonder why I couldn't find it the first time. So we'll just insert it here. So we can go back here and change it though, because we found it. I'll just search for user again, scroll up, this is the icon. So I'll click insert, and that's the one that we want to use. So now that's how you can do it. I'm going to change all of the descriptions off camera, then we'll resume building our website. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've changed everything off camera. If you're interested, the icon I use here is book, the icon I use here is school, the icon I use here is users, and the icon I use here is football. So now we are done building this block, and the next block we have to build is this one. So to build it, we'll go back here and then select this type of container, the vertical container. Then sorry, we have to give that a top margin. So we'll go to advanced and give it a top margin of 70. Then we have to make it, we have to go back and then we have to get this heading. So to do that, we'll just right click, copy this, come here and paste it in. Then we'll go back and we'll copy the description here and then come back and then paste it in. What makes us different from others? Then I'll go back here and then I'll click on this and then click on a horizontal container. Then we'll drag a container inside it and then duplicate it twice till we get 3. And then once that's done, we'll go back here and then look for the image box widget. So this one. So we'll drag it in, click on choose image, and the one we have here is this one. So this is it. If you are interested in where I got these images from, I got it from a site called flaticon.com. Let me go there real quick and show you. Flaticon.com is where I get most of the cool complex icons that I use for my website. So if you need to search any kind of icon, maybe book or something, just type it in the search box, and I'll just search book, and then as you can see, they will bring me many book icons that I can choose from. So this is one of the main places that I use to build my website. If you're interested in where I got those images from, you can get them all from here. So I'll go back, and then I'll change the heading to better education. So hold on, better education, like this. Then we'll go back, copy this description, which is literally the same thing, and then I'll paste it in, go to style, and then go to image, yes, and then decrease the weight of the image to 19, and then decrease the spacing as well to 10. Now we'll go to content, then decrease the spacing at this to 1. So make this 1. Then go to color and make it orange. Then go to typography, and then change the font size to Poppins. Yes, change the font size to Poppins, and then change the font family to Poppins, sorry, and then change the font size to 18. Now we have to change the font family for the description. So to do that, we'll go to the description, make the color complete black, okay, ash a little bit, so something like this. Then go to typography, and then change the font family to Montserrat, like this. And then we are going to go to the size, make it 15, and then increase the weight to 500. So it's going to look like this. So we'll just right click, copy it, and then paste it in all these containers so that we don't have to create it all over again. And so we just have to change the descriptions towards here, latest resources and better education. So we'll come back here. The icon used here is this one. So I'm just going to change this text here to latest resources, and then I'm going to change this here to better. It's already there, so we'll just change this to school, and then that's it. That's what we have to do for this block. So we are basically done building this block. The next block is this block showing of the teachers of the school. So to build it, we'll go back, click on this, click on the vertical container, then we'll right click, copy this heading, and then paste it in here. Then click on the main container over here and give it a top margin of 70, like this. Then go back, sorry, we have to change the heading. So click on the heading, and then we are going to change it to certified teachers. So I'll just paste that in. Now what we have to look for is the team block, but first let's add a container below this. Go back here and then look for, search for team, type in team, and team members PA, drag it at the bottom, then enable the multiple member setting, then make this style 2, like this. Now the content alignment, make it center, because that's how it is here, and then go to the multiple member settings, get rid of these two first, then go here, and then we can switch up the image. So we're just going to make that this woman, then we'll call her Amanda Smith, like this. And description, let's just make that teacher, so teacher, and then I'll just copy the description that we have here and then paste it in. She doesn't have any socials, we don't put any socials on it here, so to get rid of those, just disable the social icons like so. And then all we have to do now is duplicate this 3 times, then we get the images. So now we can change them. The second name is Jason Kenya Moa, so let's change that real quick to Jason Kenya, and then we change the image of the woman to this man here. Then that's not how I look like in real life though. So now we'll go back, and then for the last one we'll change it to this woman. So names Olivia Hayden, right? So we'll paste an image here, then we'll change the name to Olivia Hayden. And then now we are basically done. So what we have to do next is go to the main container, right? And then increase the width a little to like 1203. Then come back to the theme block, and then we have to increase the height. So let me do it step by step. We'll increase the height to, let's see, 403. This looks perfect. So just go to style, and all we have to do is change how the name and the rest of the descriptions look like. So the font, the color is light blue, right? So I'm going to change that to light blue, and the font family is Open Sans, so I'm going to use that. And then the size 27. Let's see. Yep, that looks very similar to what we have there. So now we'll go to the job title. We are going to make that the orange color. Then typography, the font family is Poppins. Then we'll change the size to 18. Perfect. Now let's see the margin of that. We have to increase the bottom margin to like 7. Perfect. Then we'll go to the description. Then we have to change the color first things first. So I'm going to make that some dark ash color like this. Then we'll make the font family of that Montserrat, and then the size 15, the weight 500. Okay, size 16 rather, and the weight 500. Now we are done building this teacher's blog. So the next blog below that is this one called to enroll your child. So to build that, we'll just click on this, and we'll click on the vertical container. Go to increase the height a little bit to like 238. Go to style, and click on background type, click on image. We are going to change the image to this one here. Then position as usual, center, repeat, no repeat, display size, cover, and the size here is a little bit longer than what we have, so we're going to increase the minimum height to something like this, 403. Now go to style, and then we have to give it an overlay, right? So go to background overlay, click classic, and then make this the dark blue. Then we'll increase this to 0.79 like this. Then we'll go back here, and this is what we have to build over here. As you can see, it looks very similar to what we have here. So we can just copy this and then paste it below, and then copy the divider as well and then paste it below. Then we can go and copy the description, because there's a description there, and then paste it below. Then we can go back here, drag in a container below this, justify the container's content to center. Then we can right click, copy this button, scroll down, and then paste it over here. Then we'll just center align the button. Perfect. So go to the main container, go to layout, and then just justify all the content to center, and then make the gaps for the row 10. Now go to this, and let's change this to what we have here. So call now to enroll your child. So I'm going to change that up. Then we are going to change the description. The description is the same thing, so we don't have to change it. And we have to give it some spacing at the top. So a top margin of 50 will be good for this one. And now we are done building this block just like that, very fast. Now we have to build this one. So to build it, click on this, click on a vertical container, give it a top margin of 70. Then we'll right click, copy this, and then come and paste it in here. Then we are going to call this to 20 years of experience. So I'll just paste it in here, 20 years of experience. Then I will click on this and then click on a horizontal container. And then we need to get in a counter, right? So to get that, we'll type in counter here, and we'll drag 1 in. Now let's start that one. Let's start that container first of all. So we'll make the ending number 87. Then the text there is certified teachers. So copy it and then paste it in. Then the animation duration should be 1000, like so. Now go back and the color is orange. The typography will be, the font family will be Open Sans, and we can leave that as it is. Then we have to change the title, right? So we'll go here and then we'll make it regular light blue. Then we'll make the font family Noto Sans, right? Then we'll make the size, let's see, 27. That's way too big. So 21. Then we'll make the weight 500. Okay, maybe 600. And then we'll decrease the size a little to 20. So this is perfect. So we'll duplicate this 5 times, right? So duplicate 4 times till we get 5, and then we'll duplicate it again. Now go back to the container, the main container, this one, and then release the gaps, and then increase the column gaps to, let's see, 20, too small, 50. Let's make that 55. Perfect. Now go to this one, and I'm going to change all of I want to change all of them off camera, but there's something I have to show you. So let's make this 790. That's what we have, the 790. And then we are going to make this successful kits, right? So I'll just copy what's here and then paste it in. Then the next one is 594 happy parents. So we're going to make the number 594 and change the title to happy parents. Then we'll come back here, and that one is 300. So we'll change the number to 300 based on your achievement. You can change that how you like. And I'm going to make it awards 1. Then we'll go to the last one, and then it's 59, then batches. So I'm going to make this 59. We are going to make the text here batches. This shows you that we need to increase the gaps quite a bit more. So we'll make that the column gaps 80, rather, still too small, 110. That's perfect. So we'll click update, and we are done building this block. So now the last block for the home page is this sort of like gallery block over here before the footer. So we'll click on this, then we'll click on this container. I think it's that container here. Go to advanced, go to margin, give it a top margin of 70. Then click on this, then go to search project and look for media grade, this one, and then drag it in. Now the columns, we don't want any categories, do we? So disable the categories. So disable category, disable filter tabs. Now let's give it one image first things first, so that we can see how many columns we need. So the first image there is this one. So I'm going to put it in like so. Then I'm going to duplicate this image and then duplicate it again. And then this brings the third image below. So as you can see, we have 4 large images here. So go to layout and then make it 4 columns perfectly. Then go to the images videos again, and then just get rid of the titles on the images. So I can get rid of these 2 and then duplicate this one again. So we have to duplicate it till we get 4. Perfect. 4. Now we'll go over here, and then we are going to go to this, and we are going to make this full width. Good. Now we are going to go back to the we are going to go here and then release all the paddings. Then come over to this place, then go to the images videos. Now let's change the images for all of them. The image here is this one, so we're going to change it up to let me see, this one. Then the next image is this image, so we're going to change it to this one, and then the last one is this one, so I'm going to change it up to this one. So we'll just click select. Now that is done, just move over to display options, and then just make the image gap 0 or 1. Okay, no, we should make that 0, completely 0. Then we'll just click update. Now go to layout. Let's see, can we do anything about the heights? Yes, we can. So let's make that, let's see, 96. That's way too small. 200 kind of this cool, but I'm thinking let's make it 220 rather. Then we'll click updates, and then that's it. We are basically done building our home page now. So let me go back to the home page once it finishes up refreshing. Hold on. Okay, it's done refreshing. So this is basically our home page. We are done building the first page of our website, or the main page that we want people to see when they come, our home page, looking very similar to what we have here. So the next page we have to build is the about page, right? So to build it, just go hover on this hold on, just click the WordPress icon over here. Sorry, click JSON school rather. Good. Now we are at the dashboard. So now we are going to go to pages, go to all pages. Then we are going to click on add new page. Then we are going to name the page about. So we are going to name the page here about at the page title. Then at the template, we are going to make it elemental full width. Click publish, and now as you can see, about is live, so it's done. And then we just hover here, and now we can start editing with Elementor. So just click on edit with Elementor. And now Elementor has loaded up. So if I go back to the site which we are trying to build, and I go to the about page, this is what it looks like. So this is what we are going to be building. So let me go back here, click on this, click on the vertical container, and then increase the height to something like this, 424. Go to style, background type, classic. Then the image there is this one. So I'm going to choose an image. The image is this one. So this is the image. So click select, and then the position as usual, center, repeat, no repeat, and display size, cover. Then we'll go to background overlay. Then background type, we'll click classic, and the background color will be the dark blue. And we'll make the opacity 0.79. Now we'll go back, and then we are going to bring in this about us text in. So looking at the font, it's open sans. So I'm just going to type in about us over here. And I'll center aligning, go to style, and I'm going to make the color white. The text color should be white. And go to typography and change the font family to open sans, and then change the size to 35. Now go back, click on the main container, and then go to layout, and then just file all the content to center so it will look like this. Now the next block is this one, and we already built this on the home page. So all we have to do is go back to the home page and then copy this like about block. So we'll just right click, copy it, come back to the about page, right click, and then click paste. And then as you can see, we have the first part of that block, so we have to copy this one as well. So right click, copy, come back, right click, and then paste. Now we have the second part of the block in. So the next is this one, which we also already built. So to get it, we'll just scroll down. This is the block. We'll right click, copy, come back to the about page, right click, and then paste. Now we have this in. So the next block is this meet our team, or this sort of like block which shows off the people who came together to start the school or something like that. So to build it, go back to the about page, right? Then what we can do is we can go to the home page and copy one of the headings. So I'll click here, then I will click a vertical container, then I will paste it in, and then inside I'm going to type meet our team. Now we'll move over to the top, or go click on the main container, go to advanced, release the margins, and give it a top margin of 70. Now create another container in it, and then this is a team element. So we'll go back to where all the elements are, search for team, and then drag in team members inside it. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so the style we should make this multiple member like this, and then the height, we have to increase the height of these images. So like this, something like this. Then go to this container, the main container, and then increase the width to like some to 1237. Then come back to the images, go to the multiple member settings, and just delete these two, right? So if you look at the site, we only have the name of the person and then the row there, so we can get rid of this description. Then we have to get that woman's image, so I'll just click on the image to bring me to my media library. Then over here I'll select this woman's image, click select, and then I'm going to change her name to what we have here. So the name here is Patricia Mansley, right? So I'll go back and then I'll paste her name inside. Now I'll duplicate this and then duplicate it again. Then I'll go over here. We have to change the name here, right? So the name of the person, okay, we can change it to something else. So let's change it to maybe John Smith or something. Then let's choose his image, which is this one. So we'll click select, and then we have to go to the last one. We'll name her Jasmine Holiday or something. Then we'll go here, and then they will choose this image. So now this image, let's change up the rows first of all. This one, she should be maybe the principal, and then no, that should be in all caps. This one should be the principal, and then this one should be maybe the headmaster. Oh, sorry. This one should be the headmaster. And then the Jasmine Holiday should be maybe the assistant head mistress, something like this. And then once that's done, the images are going to load, but my network is a little bit slow right now. That's why they aren't. So we'll go to style. As you can see, they've loaded. So we'll go back to content. What we have to do is we have to increase the height of the images a little bit more. So to like 430. Okay, so when that's done, let's go to style first things first. We have to align all the content to center. So content alignment over here, we're going to click center. Then we don't want any social icons. I forgot to get rid of that, sorry. Click on the person and then disable the social icons. Click on the person, disable the social icons, and then click on the person, then just disable the social icons like that. So now we'll go back to the style section, and over here when you hover, the name is white, but the job title is orange. So I'm going to change the job title to our orange real quick, and then I think it's Poppins, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's Poppins, and then the size will be 18, if I'm right. 18 like this, right? Now the name, looking at the names here, it is open sans. That's it. We are going to go to typography. We are going to go to font family, and we are going to make the font family open sans like this. And then let's see about the size. 27. We'll increase it to 30 like this. Now we have to go and change the background. So go to content, then the background color, we have to make it transparent, like black. Hold on, this should be black, and then drag this slider to make it a tad more transparent, so it will look something like this. Then go to job title, and then go to name, and then change the color of the name to white. Now go to content, and let's release the paddings. Now give it a top padding of 30 and a bottom padding of 20, and this looks perfect. This is how we want it to look like. So this is basically how our theme blocks look like. One thing which we should reduce is the width. I think we should reduce that a little bit more. So the width of the main container, right? So select the main container, and over on layer, just decrease the width a little to like this. Then just click update. Now the last block in the about page is this block, and we already built that on the home page, right? So is this block here. So we'll just right click, copy this heading container, right click here and then paste it. Now I'll go back, copy this container with the image boxes in them. So I'll just click copy, come back here, right click and then paste it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this container here, this one. Then we'll go to advanced, release the margin and then give it a bottom margin of 50 and then click update. And that's it. So now let's just click preview to see how our about page looks like. And as you can see, we are done building our about page, looking very beautiful over here. And now we can move on to the contact page. But before we move on to the contact page, there's one thing which I have to show you guys that I didn't show you. We have to go click on exit, go back, and then go over to settings here, and then go over to reading. We're supposed to do this at the initial part of the video, but we didn't. So your home page displays, we want you to display a page that we've created called home, not our latest post. Because right now, if I go to a new tab, right, and I type maybe my school.jcnkenya.com like this, and I click enter, it's going to display my latest post. We don't want it to display that, I want it to display this home page. So to do that, we change that at the reading settings. Your home page displays, select a static page, and then here select home, and then click save changes. Then if I go back here and I refresh the page, now it should bring me straight to the home page, and as you can see, that's exactly what it does. So this is what we want. So now let's go and create the contact page. Go to pages, go to all pages, then over here click on add new page, then at the add title just type in contact, and then go to template and then make a Elementor full. Click publish, and then here click edit with Elementor. Now let's go and check out how the contact page that we want to build looks like. So if I click on contact right now, this is the contact page. This is what it looks like. So there's this blog, there's a map, then there's our contact form. So we have to build these, right? So to build them, go back here, and once our Elementor is loaded, I'll just click this plot button, make it a vertical container, then I'll increase the minimum height to 430. Then go to style, go to background type, and then make the image this one. Then we'll click select. Then as usual, position, center, repeat, then repeat, and then the display size, we're going to make that cover. So now go to background overlay, and then the background type, make it classic, then select our dark blue color, and then make the opacity 0.79 like this. So after that, you can click update. Then in the text here we have contact us, so I'm going to drag in a heading, and inside the heading we are going to type in contact us. We are going to center align this, go to style, we are going to make the color, text color white, go to typography, click on font family, and we are going to make that open sans with a size of 35. Then click on the main container, go to layout, and then just justify all the content to center. Now the next thing to do is click on this, click on vertical container, go to advanced, and then make the top margin 70. Now go back here, and then at the search widget section, just look for map, and then drag in Google Map over here. Now you can make this any location you want. I'm going to make mine Like fashions, but any location which you have that's on the Google Map, you can use that. So I'm going to increase the zoom a bit to get rid of the image of the sea here. So let me make it 15, and then we are going to increase the height of this as well to let's go a little bit more to like 600. And yeah, let's just make that 600 straight up. So 600. Then we'll click update. So now that the map is done, we have to create this block, the contact form, and then these two blocks over here. So to build those, click on this and then click the double container. Now go here, go to advanced, and then release the margin, and then give it a top margin of 70 as usual. Then drag in at the set widget section, look for met form and then drag it in here. Now go back and then drag in a container over here and then duplicate it till you get two like this. Now if you have already done a tutorial on my channel about met form and how you can integrate it with WP mail SMTP so that you can send and receive mails on your site, if you're interested in that, the video is right here on my channel, this video, so don't forget to check that out, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe as well. So let me come back to the contact page. Here we'll just click edit form, and once this loads up, we'll just call it form 1 at the form name section. We'll name it form 1, and then I'll click simple contact form, this template. That's what we are going to be using in this video, so I'll just click on it. Alright guys, so now it has loaded. So first things first, we are going to be changing this here. We're going to change it to we would love to hear from you. Now we'll go over to style, and they are going to change the font family to Poppins. So click on typography and then change the font family to Poppins, and we'll decrease the weight to 600. Now come to this the first name, come to this one. Then we are going to get rid of the text in the placeholder. Then what we'll do is we'll go to style, then we'll go to typography. Then we are going to change the font family to Poppins as well. We can leave the size and everything else the way it is. Then at the input section, let's say I were to type my name Jason, right? This is the input. So if I go to typography over here, I'm going to change the font of the input to Montserrat like this. Then I'll change the size to 15 and I'll change the weight to 500. Perfect. So now the next thing I'll do is I'll copy this and then paste the style on all of them. So here we'll paste style, and here we'll paste style as well. Now come over to the last name, get rid of the text in the placeholder. Same for the email address, get rid of the text. Same for subject, get rid of the text. And over here, what we'll change, we'll get rid of the comment here, then we'll change the label to your message here instead of what was there originally. Then here we'll just click updates, and this is like a very simple way to create a contact form. Now we don't want this recapture, so we'll just right click and click delete, and then at the button go to advanced and give it a top margin of 10. Now go to content and then change the button's text to send only, just send like that. And then let me look here. Okay, so change the font of the button to Poppins. So we are going to change it to Poppins, and they are going to increase the size to 15. Now what we are going to do is the background type, the normal color, will make it our light blue. Then we'll make a hover color, the hover background color, our dark blue, so it will be like this. Then we'll click update, then here we'll click update and close, and as you can see we have our contact form inside there like so. So the next thing we should be doing is we should be creating these two blocks, but there is one more thing which I want to do for the contact form that I want to show you. So let's click edit form real quick. Now that's loaded up, go to this one, go to style, go to typography, and increase the size of this to 17. And then I'll just right click, copy, and then paste the style. Hold on, copy, paste the style here as well, paste the style here, and then paste the style again. Then go to the subject one, go to settings, and then turn the required off. This place literally means that if the person does not fill this section of the form, they can't send the form, so that makes it required, and we don't want the subject or the message to be required, so we'll just go to settings and then just toggle this off. Click update, and that should do everything. So here we'll just click update and close, and we are cool to go. So what I'll do right now is I'll put my cursor here, right? Then I'll increase the width of this contact form to something like this. Increase the weight of this container, sorry. So now I'm going to come here. First things first, we have to get this block, right? So to do that, we'll come back, click on the container, go to style, and go to background type classic, and make it this color, this orange. Then we are going to increase the minimum height. Now we'll move over to this one, and then we are going to go to style. We are going to make the color, let's see here, let's see if it's, I think we should make this our light blue. We are going to make this light blue, like so. Okay, now let's make it a dark blue rather. So our dark blue, correct. Now go to layout. We are going to increase the height of this as well. So this one seems a little bit too long, so we are going to decrease the height a little bit. Now what we have to do is we have to handle the width of this column. So click on the column and then increase the width to like this perfect. This is how we want it to look like. Now that we've handled that, let's come back here and then create the blocks that we want. So we have to go back here, and then the first thing inside this is a heading with some contact info. So to create that, all we have to do is drag a heading inside it, and then we are going to call it contact info. So let's call it contact info, like this. We'll center align it. The font is Poppins, so make the color, the text color white. Go to typography, make the font family Poppins, and then we're going to make the size we're going to make the size 25, and then let's make the width, let's see, 600. Okay, so let's make it 500 rather. Now come to this main container here and justify the content to center. Sorry, this main container here rather, sorry, and justify the content to center. Now go back here, set widget, search for an icon box. Now drag that below this, like this, and then we want the icon to be a phone icon, so like this. And then next step is I'm just going to copy the number that I created here, this number, that's what we'll use. So I'll copy this and then I will paste it in. Now get rid of this because we don't need it. Now go to style, icon position should be on the left, and then we are going to center align this, and go to icon, and we are going to make the icon's color white, and then we are going to decrease the size to 29. Then we are going to go to content, and then we are going to change the font to Poppins as well. So the color, let's make the color white face. To make this white, go to typography and then change it to Poppins, then change the weight to 500. Then the size as well, we have to reduce that to 16. Okay, hold on, 18 looks pretty good. So now that we've changed all of that, go to box and align everything to the left, then go to advanced, go to margin, let's see, right margin. So no, we have to give it a left margin, so we'll give it a left margin of 80. Okay, too small, 120. So let's decrease that a little to like 115 or 111. This is perfect. So now the next thing which we'll do is go back to the icon box here, and then go to icon, and then just decrease the spacing to like 6. Then duplicate this once and duplicate it again till you get 3. Then go to the container here and then just increase the height a little bit more. Now we have to change the next one. So the next one is the name of the place, right? So I'm going to call it Jason School, and then I'll give it a map icon. So we'll search for map, and let's use this one. So I'll insert it in. Then the last one is the email. So I'm going to change that to info@jasonschool.com, that is. And then we'll go over here and then look for envelope, like this, and we're going to use this one. So I'll insert it in. Now go over to this container and then release the gaps and make the row gaps like 10, too small, 15, so something like this. Now that that's done, we are basically done building the first portion or this block, and the next block is this one. So I'm going to go back here. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in here, and I'll name it teachers. Perfectly, teachers. Then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to justify the content of this container to center. Then I'll go back here and then drag in a text editor right below the heading. Then I'll just copy the dummy text we have here. Then I'll come back here and I'll paste it in. Let me get rid of these spaces. Now that that's done, hold on. That seems the space is too much. So what we'll do is we'll just copy this and then paste it again. Perfect. Then go to style, center align everything, and then make the color white. Actually, it looks like it's too plenty, so let's just get rid of this portion of the dummy text like this. Perfect. Then go to style, go to typography. We are going to make the font family Montserrat like this, and then the size should be what, like 15. Okay, let's make that 14 rather. And yep, that's basically it for this block. So let's just increase the height of this block just a little bit more to like 255. Then you can update, and we are done building this block for the contact page. So if I go back here, those are literally the last blocks. But the last thing I would like to do is I would like to decrease the size of the icons, to like 24. So I'll go here to go to style, go to icon, decrease the size to 24, do the same for the last one, and then decrease the size to 24. And then I'll go to the main container here, go to advanced, and give it a bottom margin of 50, and then click update, and we are now done building the contact page. So now the last page to build is the gallery. But before we do that, if you want to see how the contact page looks like, just click on this preview changes icon, and then you're going to see your contact page over here looking very beautiful like so. So now that that's done, we have to build the last page, which is the gallery. So to build that, just click on this. Let me go to the gallery page and show you what it looks like before. So basically this is the gallery, right? We're going to be creating this page, and to do that, we'll go back to the dashboard. Then go to pages and then click on all pages. Then here click on add new page. Then we are going to at the add title section, we'll just type in gallery, and then go to template, and we are going to make it Elementor full width. Click publish, and then here click edit with Elementor. Now looking at the gallery page, we can see that we have this block, right? And it looks very similar to this one. So what I'll do is I'll let me go to my navigator, go to this main container here, right click, and then click copy, go back to the gallery, right click and hit paste, and now we have this block in. So I'm going to name it gallery, change the text to gallery, click on it to change the title over here. Then I'll go back to the main container. We have to change the image at the background to this one, so click select, and there we go, we have our image in. So now the next thing is we have to get okay, we can't get it from here. Let's go to the home page and see. So I'll copy this text, I'll come back here, create a new vertical container, give it a top margin of 50, and then paste it in, and I'm going to type in gallery. Now below it we have to create this gallery over here, but first of all we need that description. So to get it, I'll just paste in a text editor over here. I'll copy the text that's in it, paste it one more time, and then get rid of this space by putting my cursor here and then hitting the backspace key. Then I'll go back, center align it, then go to typography, change the font family to Montserrat, and then change the size to like 15, okay 16, then increase the weight to 500 like this. Then the next thing we have to do is get the media grade, right? So to create that, go back here and then search for media grade and drag that below this. Now we have to change the columns to 3 columns, right? And then go to categories, and then we have to get rid of these 2 categories, get rid of them. So the first one we are going to call it classroom. The first one we are going to call it classroom. Then the next one we are going to call it graduation. So I'll just duplicate this, click on it, and we are going to call it graduation. So I'll just type in graduation over here like this. Then I'll go over to the images and videos. Then I'll get rid of this first one. So now the first image that we have there is this one, right? So I'm going to show you how to do like two, and I'll do the rest of camera because we don't want the video to be too long. So at the image, this first one, I'll just click on upload image, and then I'm going to choose this one here. Then I'll click select. Now that that image is here, all I have to do is get rid of the image title because we don't want that. Now go to lightbox and then disable the lightbox. That's important. Then go back to the images and videos, and then we are going to, at the category section, type in exactly what you type for the category. So we'll just type classroom for the first one. Now I'm going to duplicate this. Then the next image here is this one. So we'll click on this, get the image, click select, and then we are going to change the category to graduation. So this is how you add the images and other categories basically. So let me create one more for you guys so that you can do the rest of camera because I don't want the video to be too long. The next image is this one, right? So I'll click this, I will select this image, change the category to class room. So right now, if I was to click on classroom right now, it's going to bring these images that I've put under the classroom. If I was to click on graduation, it's going to put these images that I'll put under graduation, right? So I'll just click update, and I'm going to do the rest of camera because I don't want the video to be too long. Alright, so now as you can see, I've added all the images of camera, and this is what it looks like right now. You should be able to do it very simply because of how we went through the first three. So now we have to change how these look like. So if I look here, this is how they look like. When you click, they change to this orange. When you click, change to the orange. So to do that, go to style and then look for filter here. Then go to typography. You want to change that to Poppins first things first. So we'll change the font family to Poppins. Then we'll change the size of the text to 15. Okay, let's make that 16 rather. Perfect. Now go back to filter, and then now the text color on normal should be black like this. Then the text color on hover should be black as well. Okay, hold on, let me see. Yeah, on normal, on hover should be black as well. Then on active it should be white. On active it should be white, so we are going to make that white. Then the background color on active should be orange like this. Perfect. Then we'll go to on normal. Now the background color should be ash on normal, but a very transparent ash. So something like this is perfect, something like this. So once you click, it will switch all the colors just like that, and that's how you do that. Very simple. So once that's done, the next thing we have to do is add in that button that we saw. So what I can do, I can go to the home page, right click, copy this get started button, come back to the gallery, and then paste it in the container. Okay, hold on, I didn't copy it. I'll go back to the home page, right click and copy this button, go back to the gallery, then right click and then paste the button in. Good. Then I will center align it and then release it and give it a top margin of 10, and then we'll give it a bottom margin of 50. Then we'll click update, and that's it. We are done building the very last page for our website. So if I click preview changes right now, we can see our beautiful gallery created here. So now we are done creating all the pages for our website. So the next thing we have to do is we have to create the menu and we have to create the footer. So to do those things, go to the dashboard first of all. This is the first thing we have to create. So let me go back and show you the menu here. And then if you go to the bottom, the footer here, this is what we have to create, right? So to do that, go back to the dashboard, go to appearance, and then click on menus. The first thing we have to do is create an actual menu, and to do that, we have to give them our menu a name first. So we'll just call it main menu, and then we'll click create menu. Then we'll go to view all. Then we'll add in the home first, the about second, contact, gallery, and then dashboard. So I'll click add to menu. So I'll drag the gallery on top of the dashboard so that the dashboard is the last thing that appears. Perfect. Now click save menu. So this is how our menu looks like right now, but this is the main menu that we want. So now that this is created, go to appearance again and then click on customize. Now over on customize, first things first, click on these three dots icons that show up here when you get near the menu. Then at the select menu, make it our main menu, right? Then go to design, and if I look closely here at the website that we are trying to make, there's no search button, so we have to get rid of that, right? So just click on the X button to get rid of the search button over here. Then go back to this place and then just increase the item spacing a bit more to like 36. Then go to design. Looking closely, the font here is Poppins, so we have to create that, right? So I'm going to change the font family to Poppins like this over here, Poppins. Then just click understand, don't show this notification again, and click continue. Then we're going to decrease the weight to semi-bold 600. Then the size of this, we are going to increase it to 13. Perfect. Now that that's done, if I look closely, that's the only thing on the menu. So what we have to do is select the main row and then decrease the row minimum height, decrease it to like 89. Then go back and then click on headers, click on global header, and then enable the transparent functionality. Perfect. Now come back here and then go to design. Now the default state is white, hover is orange, and active is white as well. The default state, we are going to make that white, color 8. Hover should be the orange, and we don't have it saved here. So to get it, we can just go to one of the pages, get like maybe we can choose this button here, then we can go to style, and then the color, we can just copy the code over here. So we'll copy it with Ctrl+C, go back and then paste it in for the hover. Then we'll go over to the active, and then we are going to make that white. Now that that's done, we'll come over here. Then we have to add in that leaf icon, right? So logo, we'll click select logo, and then we'll add the leaf icon. And then we can decrease the height just a little bit. Doesn't have to be like that. So the logo image position here, select left. Perfect. Then go to design. Then the font family for that one is Open Sans. So go here and then type in Open Sans as the font. And then let's change the color after that. Let me change the color first. So select color 8, that's white, and then hover to should be the same white. Then over here, now we can go ahead and select Open Sans so I can see the changes. So I'll just click Open Sans here, and now it already looks perfect. You don't have to change anything much. So now go to the top row, select this top row that you see. Now go to design, and then the background color, we have to change it to the blue. So to do that, we'll go to the hover version of the button and then copy our blue color code. Then go back to customize, and then we are going to paste that in. So now we've gotten the background color for the top bar. Now in order for that to show, we have to add an element to the top bar. So let me add socials over here, and then what I'm going to add here is maybe HTML. Perfect. Now we'll come back to the top row here, go to design, we'll copy this color again, then we'll come back to the transparent state, and then we'll paste that color in. Now we have it looking like this. So go to general, and then just decrease the row height a little to like 40. Now let's change this first. So we don't want okay, yeah, actually these three icons are actually very cool. So what we'll do is we'll go to design, and then the icon default state, they should be white, and then the hover, they should be the orange color. So we have to get that orange color. Let me go back here, go to design, and then copy it from here, and I'll go back to the social icons, design, then the hover color, we'll paste it in like that. Perfect. So that when you hover, it becomes the orange. Now here we can we got to go and change this also. So now I'm just going to copy the description that I have here. I'll copy it, come back to customize, and then we're going to paste that in. So right click and click paste. Hold on, I think how it is, I have to type it in myself. Let me just type it in myself. So I'll click plus, I'll type in plus the fake number that I created, then I'm going to space that out and then type in the email of the school. So this is perfect. Then we'll go to design, then we have to change the font to let's see, not so sans, right? So we'll go to customize, go to font family, and then change it to not so sans. Perfect. Then we are going to change the color. Yes, the color should be white, cover color should be white, and link cover should be white as well. Perfect. Then the size of the text, we should reduce that a little, so to like 14, and then the width, the regular is okay. So now we are done building our menu. We are done building it. So here we can just click publish, and now we have to optimize it to look good on mobile, because right now we're only making it look good on PC, and we have to make it look also cool on mobile. So to do that, just select the mobile icon over here, then here click on trigger, and then make the style solid, then go to design, and then what we are going to do is, let's see, we are going to make the, let's check the default state. We are going to make that white, and we are going to, we have to change the background color. Yes, the background color to black, something like this. So let's make the default state some orangish color like this. So orange. Perfect. Then we'll just click publish. So now if I click on this, everything here looks okay. We don't really have to change much. So I'll just close it, and this is how your menu is going to look on mobile. That's how you design it. So when that's done, we are going to go to logo, and then what we have to do, we have to decrease the size of it because we want it to look a bit smaller on mobile phones. So we'll reduce it from 25 pixels to like 20 pixels. Then we'll click publish, and then that's basically how we have to edit it for mobile. So if you want to go back to how it looks on PC, just click on this and we are back. So now that that's done, the next thing we have to create is the footer. So to create that, just click publish one more time, and let's go back to our dashboard. Then over here we are going to go to elements kit, header and footer. So click on header and footer. Then here just go through the setup. So here we'll click next step, 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 and then here we'll click save changes, and then here we'll click on header and footer, and here we'll click add new, and at the title we are going to call it foot 1, and change the type to footer, and change the conditions entire site, and activate it, and click save changes. So now we'll click on edit again, and here we'll click edit content. Alright, so now it has loaded up at element. If I go back to the site, this is the footer that we are trying to build, right? So to build this, we'll go back here. Let me look at it closely. Okay, we'll go back here, select the first structured container, and then we'll increase the height of it so to something like this. Okay, no, hold on, let's leave the height the way it is. Then we'll go to style, and then we'll go to background type, and then make it our light blue. Then click on this, click on vertical container, then go decrease the height of it to like 31. Then go to style, and then go to background type, and change the color to the dark blue. Perfect. Now go back here, and I want us to create the last one first. So we'll search for copyright, then we'll bring it inside here, then we'll center align it, and let me see. So we are going to change it to powered by Jason School. Okay, because without changing anything. So I'm going to change the color of the text to complete white, Then we are going to change the font of the text to Open Sans. Open Sans, like this. And then the size of the text should be 15. Perfect. So now we have to create these blocks. How do we do those? We'll go back, drag in a heading. Then the text there is Jason School. So I'll go back here and I'll change the title to Jason School. Then we'll go to the style, change the color to white, go to typography, change the font family to Open Sans. We are going to change the size of this to 27 or 25. Then we'll copy this and then paste it in here, paste it in here, and then paste it in here as well. Then we'll come back here. Now the next thing to do is we have to get this description in. So to do that, go back here, drag in a text editor below this, and then go to style. Looking at it is Montserrat, so change the color to white, and then go to typography, change the font family to Montserrat. Then we are going to make the size 14. Now go back, right click, copy this button, come here, right click, paste the button in, then left align it, go to advanced, get rid of the top margin and get rid of the bottom margin that we gave it. Perfect. Then now the next block has to do with page links, right? So go back here, click on this, type in page links. Now go back, we'll drag in a heading. Now the first page link we'll make is home. So we're going to make that white, go to typography, go to font family, change it to Poppins, change the size to 18, change the weight to 500. Then go to content, go to link, and the link section type in home and it will bring you your home page. So I'll just duplicate this like 4 times. Perfect. Now the next one, we're going to call it about. So we'll type in about, then we'll copy it and then we'll paste it in here, and it will bring us our about page to link it to. So the next page we'll type in will be gallery, and then I'll copy that, paste it in here, will bring me the gallery. And the next page we'll type in will be which will be the dashboard. So I'll copy it, paste it in here, and they brought the dashboard. Then the last one that we have to change is this one. So we are going to type in contact, and then go to link and then type in contact as well, and then that's the contact page. So we are done with the page links block. So we'll go back and we have to get this map in. So to do that, click on this, search for Google Maps, then drag this to the bottom here. Now the height is what we have to adjust first of all, so like this. Then you are done building that block, click update, and then go back here, and the last one is this like sort of contact info block. And to build that, it's not the last per se, but so we'll go back to the contact page, and if you look closely, you see that this one sort of like is similar. So right click, copy it, come back to the footer, and then paste it in here. They are going to get rid of the left margin. That's important. Then we'll go to style, go to icon, decrease the size of the icon a bit more, and then decrease the size of the text as well. Then we'll just right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Then we'll go back here and search for social icons. Drag this into the bottom of this. Then okay, so just get rid of these two first, then click on the Facebook one. Then what we are going to do is we are going to make the color, the normal color, like this, and the background color like orange. And the hover background color should be a dark blue, and the hover normal color should be a white. So like this. Now we'll go back here, and then we'll duplicate this 3 times. So like this 3 times. Then I'm going to left align everything. Now we have to change all the icons. So we have Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, right? So we have to change this one to Twitter. If you have a Twitter account or an X account, you can paste the account link over here. So I'll change this to Twitter. Then I'll go back here. Here I'll type in YouTube, which reminds me, you guys should not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like the videos that are there, and leave a comment, leave likes, and then share them to your friends as well. And then we'll go here, and then we're going to change the icon to Instagram. So we'll select this one, click insert, and then change the label to Instagram. Remember, if you have accounts, you can enter them in the link over here. So now we'll go to the main container and go to advanced, and then give it a top margin of 50, and then go to padding, rather give it a top padding of 50 and a bottom padding of 30. Then go to this home heading, go to typography, and then decrease the size to like 17. Then right click, copy, paste style. I don't think it copied. Hold on, I'll copy it, paste the style, paste style, and then paste style again. Then the next thing we have to change, and possibly the last but one things are this. So we'll go to content, then we have to change what's here. So I'm going to make it, look for map, put this in, and then here I'll type in JSON school. And the last one, go here, search for envelope, this one. We are going to change this to info@jasonschool.com. Perfect. Now that that's done, we're going to change this to locate us. We are going to change what's here to we should change that to contact info. Perfect. Now we can click update, and we are done building our footer. But the next thing which we have to do is we have to optimize it to look mobile responsive, right? So I'll click on mobile responsive mode, and then I'll select mobile. Now this should be very simple. I'll go here, then I'll decrease the size of it. Go to typography, then we'll decrease the size of this thing to like 20. Then I'll go to content, center align it. I'll copy this. I'll right click, copy this, right click, paste style, right click, paste style, and then this one too, we'll paste the style. Now what we have to change up is the button. We have to go to here and make it extra small. Then we'll center align it. Perfect. Go to this one, center align it as well, the text editor. Then come back here, then center align this. As you can see, it has this mobile portrait icon. That means that the changes that you make with all those icons by them only affects the mobile version. So we are going to do that for all of them here, and then here as well. Over on the map side of things, we don't really have to change anything for the map. So we'll go over here, then go to style, and then let's see the icon position. We'll change that to left. We'll do the same for this one as well, change that to left. Do the same for this one, change it to left. Then we'll go to the social icons here, then we'll center align them. Then go over here, go to advanced. We are going to give it a negative left margin. So let's see, 111, too much, little bit too much. So like 92 should be cool for each of them. So go to advanced, left margin 92. This one, which is the last one, left margin 92. Okay, that's too much for this one, so let's decrease it to about 71. Then here we'll click update. Now select this container and give it a top margin of 20. Do the same for this one. You can have your phone by you to be checking the changes in real time. So give it a top margin of 20. go to this one, give it a top margin of 20 as well. Then go to this container and give it a top margin of 20. Then here we'll click, sorry, the last one, we can leave it the way it is. Then here we'll click update. And now we are done doing the mobile version and the actual footer itself. So let's see what the whole website looks like. If I go here and I click visit sites right now, and I scroll to, as you can see, we have our menu there. And if I scroll down, you see that we'll have our footer here as well, looking beautiful. So now the next thing and the last thing which we have to do is optimize all the pages for mobile responsiveness. We have to make all the pages, the home, about, contact, and gallery, all of them look responsive on mobile. And to do that, go to your dashboard, and then the first page that we are going to tackle is the home page. So click on pages and go over to all pages. And then the home page is over here, so we'll just click edit with Elementor. Alright guys, so as you can see, Elementor have loaded up, and now we have to view how it's going to look like on a mobile phone. So to do that, click this icon, responsive mode, over here, and then here select mobile portrait. Now we have a good view of what it's going to look like on mobile. So first things first, let's edit this. We are going to edit this block later, or at the last point, because it's going to be the most difficult one. So let's come to this block first. Go to style, go to typography, and then change the font size to 25. That's the first thing. Then center align everything, and then yeah, we can leave that the way it is. Now come to the text editor and go to style, center align everything, and then make the size 14. Now come over to the button, center align it, and at the size make it extra small. Yes. Now select this main container for these three, then go to advanced, then go over to responsive, and then click hide on mobile portraits. Now go over here and go to style, go to title, and then change the main title size to 25. And then the focus title, to do the same thing, we have to change that to 25 as well. So like this. Now come over here and go to style, center align, sorry, centered, and then just make the size of this 14. Now click on this container and then just decrease the minimum height a little to 290, and then go to the container, go to advanced, and then give it a top margin of 30. This icon here shows that only if you change it, it's not going to affect what's happening on the desktop. It's only going to affect what's happening on mobile phones, and that's very good. So over here, I think we can leave these three the way they are. We don't have to change anything here. Come here, go to style, go to typography, change the size to 25. Then click on the divider, and we're going to make the width like 20, perfect. Then click on this, the text editor, go to style, click on typography, change the size to 14, and then click on the first button and then make it extra small. Click on the second button as well, and then make it extra small. And then this is cool, this is good to go. So just click update. Now come over here, click on this heading, go to style, typography, change the size to 25. Now come over here, go to style, go to content, change the size of the main heading to 25. Let's see. So let's reduce that to 23. Then click on the typography for the description and then change the size to 14. Now what we'll do here is we'll copy this, then we'll paste the style to all of the icon boxes that we see. So right click, paste style, right click, paste style, right click, paste style, and the last one, right click, paste style. Now come over here and then go to style, change the size of the text to 25 like this. Then these images here, we don't have to change anything here. Okay, we have to go to style, go to content, and the title, yes, the description, make it 14 because it's too big for mobile. So you can have your mobile phone by you when you are doing this, so that to see if all the changes are applying in real time. So just paste the style for the last two, then go over to this one, certified teachers, go to style, and then change the size of it to 25. Then select the team members block, right? Then decrease the height of this block, decrease it to 318. Then go to style and go to name, the name first. Let's change the size of the name to 25. Okay, 23. And then let's change the size of the job title as well from 18 to 16. Then let's change the size of the description to 14, like this, 14. Perfect. Now that these three are done, we can come over to this one. So this one, the first thing to do is click on the heading, go to style, click on typography and give it a size of 25. Then increase the width of the divider to 20. Then go to the text editor, go to typography, and then make the size 14. Click on the button and then make the size extra small. Now select the main container here and then release the gaps and then and then go to the main container, click on advanced, and then the top margin should remain 50, but the padding, the top padding should be like 30, bottom 30, like this. We just click update. Then let's just click on this and then go to style and then go to typography and then make the size 25. So 25, and then come over here. Now first things first, click on this one and then go to style and go to typography and then let's make the size 25. Okay, too small, maybe 30 rather, so make it 30 and then we'll increase that to 35, like this. Then go to the title and then the title will change the size to 20. Let's decrease it by 1 to 19. Then what we'll do is we'll copy, paste style, and then we'll paste the style for this one as well. Then we'll click on the main container and release all the gaps, the column gaps. Then we'll increase it gradually. So let's try 50, okay, 60, 100, 120. Okay, what we have to do is we have to increase the height of this container. So select the container and then just increase the minimum height, like this. Now come back here, come back to the container, and then we are just going to make the column, the column gap, let's make it 150. Let's make it 150 for the like this. Perfect. Then let's see, we'll justify all the content to center. Now this is good. So we'll just click update. We are done with this block. So now we can leave the gallery the way it is. Now let's go and start editing the block which I said we'll save for the last, this one. Click on this to create a new block, then select the plus button and then click the vertical container. Now go back and then drag in a container and then duplicate it till you get 3 of them. So this is how you do, right click, duplicate, then you've gotten 3. Now go back here and we are going to search for icon box. Then we'll drag this icon box in. Then we'll do the same changes that we did to the first one. We'll type in user and we'll use this one here. Then we are going to change the title to best industry leaders. Then we'll get rid of this description over here. Then we'll go to settings and then we are going to make the icon position left and then the content alignment to left and go to read more and then enable the button and disable the add icon. Now we'll go to style and then we'll go to content. First of all, go to the typography and then we are going to make the font family poppins, like this. Then we are going to change the size to 25. Okay, let's decrease that to 20. Perfect. Then we are going to release the margin and give it a bottom margin of 15. And then we'll give it a left margin of 18. Now let's move over to the icon, and for the icon color we're going to make it orange. Perfect. Then we have to go and edit the button. So click on button and then hold on, let's go back and go to settings. First things first, we have to go to read more. We have to make this capital, so I'll just type in learn more, all in caps. There's another way of doing that too. You can go to button and then at the typography transform, you can just select capital uppercase and it will make everything uppercase. So that's just another way. So what we have to do here is we are going to change the text color of the button. I'm going to make that black, and then the background type should be classic and then it should be transparent like this. Then we are going to border type, make that solid. Then we are going to give a border radius of 2, border width of 2, and then change the border color to our orange like this. Perfect. Then click on typography, and we have to change the font family of the button to Poppins as well. And then the size of the button maybe 14, and then the weight should be 500. Okay, let's see 600. 600 is better. Now we'll release the margin, the padding, sorry. Then we'll give it each a padding of 14 like this. Then we'll click update, and now we'll go over to icon box container, then release all the paddings in. Now we'll start gradually, give it a top padding of 30 of we have to release all the paddings, so give it a top padding of 30, bottom 30, and then right, okay, no, we don't have to worry about right, let's give it a left padding of 18. So increase that a bit more to like 25. Now that that's done, all we have to do is right click, copy, and then paste it in here, and then paste it in here as well. Then we have to, so here's learn courses online and admission in progress. So to change that, come over here, and we are going to type in learn courses online. Then we'll come to the last one, and we are going to change it to admission in progress like this. Then we'll click update, and we are done optimizing the home page for mobile. But one last thing we have to do is select the navigator here, then select the very first container. Now go to advanced and release the margin, and then just give it a top margin of like 30. Sorry, not the margins, the paddings rather. Go to padding, and then just give it a top padding of like 30. Then click update. If I go back and I preview, we have it looking like this, very beautiful. Our home page optimized for mobile, so you can get your mobile phone and actually check it on it to see if it looks similar. So now I'll go back here, select the main container, go to layout, and then we are just going to decrease the height of this a little bit more. So let's just decrease this, and this is good. So we'll click update, and we are done building or optimizing the home page to look mobile responsive. So now let's go back to our dashboard. Click on these 3 lines, click exit, and then we have to start editing the about page. So go to pages, and then over on the about page, just click on edit with Elementor. Then once Elementor has loaded up, I'll just select the main container. So I'll click navigator, select the first container, select responsive mode, and then make that mobile portrait. Perfect. Now this looks pretty good. So we'll come here, go to style, go to title, select typography, and then make the size 25. Do the same for the focus title, select typography, and then make the size 25. And then we'll select the text editor, boost typography, and then make the size rather 14. Then we'll go to the container here and decrease the height to 290. Now we can leave the icons the way they are. Now this block here, I'll select, we literally have a very similar thing on the home page, but I want to build it from scratch. So I'll go to style, typography, make the size of this 25, and then make this width of the divider 20. Then make the size of the text editor, click on the text editor, go to style, typography, and then make it 14, and click on the button, and then make it extra small. Now what we have to do next is select the main container, then release the gaps, go to advanced, release the paddings, give it a top padding of 30, bottom 20, then click update, and we are good to go. So now this is the block you have to change next. So click on the heading, go to style, go to typography, make the size 25, then select the team members, and then give it a custom height. So we have to decrease the height of this, so we're going to make it 365. Perfect. Then we'll go to style. Then for the name we're going to change the size of it to 25. Then the job title, we're going to make that 16. Then we'll click update. Now come back here, go to style, make the size of this 25. Then select the image box, go to content, make the size of the heading 16, and then go to description, typography, and make the size 14. Now we'll right click, copy, come here, paste style, right click, paste style, click update, and we are done optimizing our about page to look responsive on mobile. So the next page will be the let's do the gallery for the next page. So I'll click responsive mode and select a mobile phone or mobile portrait. Then here all we have to do literally is change the size of the gallery. So we're going to make that 25. Go over here, go to style, go to typography, change the size of the text editor to 14. Then we'll select the main the media grid, right? Then we'll go to filter, then typography, change the size of this to 14. Then click update, then select the button, right? Then go to content. Now we are going to make the button extra small like this. Then we'll click update. Now we are done optimizing our gallery page for mobile. Now the last page we have to do is contacts. So select responsive mode, select the mobile portrait, and then first thing first I think we should do is we should decrease the height of this. So we are going to make that like 318. Then the contacts form, everything pretty much looks good on it, but we'll edit some things. So let me click on this first. Click on the heading, go to typography and change the size to 20. Then select this, go to advanced, and then release this. Go to style and then make this left, and then select the container and justify. Okay, the content is justified to center. So go back to the icon box. You are going to increase the left margin gradually till it gets to the center. So this is good. So right click, copy, right click here, paste style, right click here, paste style. Now that is done, we'll come over here, go here, change the size of this to 20 and change the size of this to 14. Okay, it's already 14, then that's good enough. So the last thing we have to edit is the contact form. I think the contact form actually looks okay, but there are some things we can do. So hold on, let's click on the form and click edit form. And here we'll click edit form again, and then once Elementor is loaded, we'll click on responsive mode and select the mobile portrait. Then we'll click on the heading and then make it center. Go to style, typography, make the size 20. Now go here and then click on style, and then the label, we're going to change the size of the label to 15. Then we'll right click, copy, hit paste style, click, paste style, click, paste style, right click, and then paste style. Then we'll click on the button. Then we'll make the button center aligned. Then we'll click update. Sometimes it does this, but in real time it's actually center aligned. If you check it on your phone, it's going to be center aligned. So now that that's done, what we have to do is just click on update and close, and now we have our contacts form ready to go. So we are basically done building the whole website now. So now we should go and see how it looks like, right? So what I'll do is I'll select this page and I'll click on home, and this is it, guys. We are done building our website. So as you can see, we have our first blog. Oh, there's one thing which we forgot to do. Hold on, I'll click edit with Elementor here for the home page. And once Elementor has loaded up, what we'll do is we'll select this container here. Then we'll click on advanced. Then we'll go to responsive, and then we'll click hide on desktop. Then we'll choose updates. Click updates. Then once we preview our changes again, it shouldn't be there. So guys, we are done building our website. As you can see, we have our top bar just like we have here with our menu logo, and everything literally looks the same as we had it on the past website. So I like to thank you all very much for watching. If you are worried about the images that I use, don't worry, I'm going to put them all in a raw file and I'm going to put them all in my website. So once again, I'd like to thank you guys all for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. All the views that I get on this video really help me push and do more of them. If you guys want any other specific website tutorial, just let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to do that for you. Don't forget to check out my channel and all my other videos. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I love you all and I'll see you in the next one.